Well, hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Holy potatoes. Gersey within a foot. Nori Kitty. Thank you for the resubscription. Kieran, New Teddy, Lux, Dylan Royal Gaming, Security Live, Orion, hello, so adorable. Hello, Pookie. How's it going, Harpstrom? Damn, you think you was in Canada? I know, right? How are you, Kieran? Good to see you guys. Hal Thor, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, holy potatoes. Alright. I maybe just a bit there, Orion. Oh, Nori Kitty, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Kieran Sango. Kieran, you handsome devil, you. Oh, I have missed you guys. I have missed you so freaking much. Oh, the receipts are coming. My boat is in the middle of the Atlantic right now. That's it. The whole stream is a little bit of a catch up. Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine if I got rid of the beard? Could you imagine? No. Oh boy. So, hello everybody. My name is Tom. I am the AstroCanuck, live in Canada, and I am so freaking happy to be back with you guys once again. Caleb, Captain, how are you, sir? Good to see you in here. New Teddy, so happy to be back. You've been sad all day. I am pleased to be able to brighten your day just that little bit more that I can for you. Happy to see you in here. Caleb, how have you been? How have you been doing, friend? Beard giveaway when? A little snippet. Maybe just to tie a little braid around there. Oh my God. I don't know. So, clearly, we're in a bit of a new room. In a bit of a new setup. So there is going to be some hiccups. If the background music is a little loud, let me know, because it sounded alright. But if it's loud for you guys, let me know. It is very agreeable to see you again, old bean. Within a foot, glad to see you. FYI, for tonight's stream, I'll only be around for 30 minutes because I need to sleep. Next stream to be waiting more by 4. No worries. The mic volume is a bit, how to explain, weird. How about that? Here's the deal. Because a lot of everything is on a boat, this is my mic for the moment. I apologize for some crazy, weird audio at the moment. Hopefully we can get it to sounding all nice and good. But in a little while, we'll have it all... it'll get back to normal. It'll be a little back to normal there. Schmoop! Hello, Trekker Kev. Good to see you. Good to see you in here today. It's a bit of a new time for you guys. I started a little earlier. I was kind of thinking around 5. Mild bit of hiccups immediately started when I hit start stream. El Taco Meat. El Taco Meat, hello. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Resubscribed for 3 months. Good to see you in here. Lars, good to see you. Security. Jeez. Oh my God, security. Security, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Lars, thank you very much. Good to see you in here. Oh my goodness.
AstroCanuck, you'll find
Oh, that one still works. Oh my god, security.
AstroCanuck, you'll find 1 credit
Nim!
for violation of the morality statute.
Holy potato, security. Thank you.
You'll find 1 credit for violation of the verbal morality statute.
Arish! Glad to see you in here. Now what? That's securities. Nori Kitty. Citrus Sunset, hello, how are you doing? SoCal, how are you? Welcome in, good to see you. Arish. Oh my goodness. Nori Kitty. Thank you very much for these 75 bits. I know I have 1 bits reward that actually works at the 69 bits. But yes, that's... Thank you guys so much. It is great to be back. Werewolf! Hello there! This is going crazy. We're at 99% of the level. Ooh. There's a lot of catching up. Yogurt! Yogurt Carol, hello there. Security! I'm not going to be able to catch up for the moment. Oh my goodness. CJ, Jimmy the chicken. Jimmy, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Werewolf. Wonderful to see you. Oh boy. Sub-only channel. It's turning out that way. Oh my goodness. Thank you very security. You are a legend. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. That's it. We're done, folks. Third Rock. Hello. Good to see you in here. Oh my goodness. It has been absolutely crazy. It has been... There is still a lot to do around here. There's still a lot to do. I have the basics of a stream room set up. Do I have my other camera? Oh, let's see if this is going to work. It's this is a very, very, very... Ooh, no, I don't have it on. There you go. A little less beard rubbing. I thought it might have. There's a little, like I said, there's a little bit of a transition. I figured I was thinking that possibly. How's that? A little better? So, like I said, a little bit of work needs to be done. Hopefully, it's not going to be too crazy there.
Good to see you
Althor.
again, AstroCanuck 14B at AstroCanuck 14 now.
Security, DJ Teo, hello sir, thank you. Thor, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Mr. Kiddums, hello, and Sergio, good day, good to see you in here. It is in the ocean. Let's see if we can I show you where it is right now? Right, there is my boat, the MSC Sao Paulo. It is currently on its way to Montreal. It has left the port in Liverpool. it is a little bit of chaos. Thank you guys so much for 166% of a level 5 hype train. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you guys so much. If you got the emotes in there, show them off. Thanks. Share them in the chat there. Nori Kitty. You legend. You wonderful, wonderful human kitten. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Mr. Kittums. You guys are awesome. So yeah, that's where my boat is right now. And it needs to get all the way to... Oh, oops. There we go. All the way to Montreal and then to Toronto. So it's going to be a little bit of a wait. So it's... I know, there's a lot of boats too. That's my little... That's my little ding ding ding. But yes, good to see you guys in here. It is... I'll check what the updated arrival is. When they told me before that it was... Oh my god. Quiglius, hello. Harpstrom, thank you very much. Harpstrom, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Third Rock Astronomy. You guys are crazy. There is my boat. There are many like it, but this one is mine. That's it. So, last I heard, it was going to be about 2 weeks from port. So, they'll give me updates. I'll give you guys updates. We will be able to figure out exactly where all this is going to be. Let me... How's that for the music? Is that alright? I don't know if it's too loud or what. Put it on the Black Pearl. Ain't no faster boat. Sounds like a plan. We don't want to be losing it down in Davy Jones' locker. Faust, hello. Happy Canuck Day. Thank you very much. Glad to have you guys with me tonight. Yeah, it is a bit of a crazy day. Shirt reveal, please. Well, I left the UK wearing a Canadian shirt, so I figured I would start the Canadian streams with my UK shirt. Do I spy Captain Crunch behind you? Not only is it Captain Crunch, it is Canuck Crunch. It was I figured I could not pass that up. Let's see if we can get that there. Yeah, I couldn't not buy it. This is like a business expense. So, you know, it's only mildly appropriate, right? To get that in there. Spot of the Moonlander in the background, yes. That will be something we can work towards. So yeah, the telescope won't be set up there. It will be it'll be a few weeks. Alpha Ant X. Ant, how you doing, sir? Kelvin, hello. Good to see you in here. How have you been? I know, right? It's I saw it. I couldn't not buy it. Whether or not I eat the cereal, I don't know. They didn't draw him as a Mountie captain. No, I know. It would have been... sometimes they miss a bit of a trick. Security. Security, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Ant. You're a heckin' legend. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Samsung! Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Samsung, thank you very much. Happy effing Canada Day. Thank you very much, sir. How have you been? I appreciate your Friday messages, and Well, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit about what the next little bit of the stream schedule is going to be. There's still a little bit of kind of catching up. Like I said, I'm on the old laptop right now, so I am hoping that everything is going to be fine for the most part. I've put the settings down fairly low. It's not. It really shouldn't be an issue there. But yes, Third Rock. I was actually out in Bortle 3 skies the last couple of days, and had maybe 15 minutes to get any kind of imaging done. So that wasn't exactly. I didn't have like all the time available to do it there. So I am hoping that I'm gonna have a little more opportunity. It's been a while since I've been able to set the camera up too. Timmy's, yes. Replacing the coffee cup for today with some Tim Hortons. This stream is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Tim Hortons, unfortunately. That is a double-double. It is 2 cream, 2 sweeteners, and just a flavor I've been waiting for quite a while. Oh my god. I mean, he's not too far away, but there's maybe the first contact would need to be made. He's Trevor's doing some awesome things, and he has launched his Black Dog Observatory, which is amazing to see that he's got that all set up, and being able to dedicate more time to the night sky when at a quicker setups, less time to be less time just gotta was setting up, and that's the benefit of what I was doing with the scope back in England. So we'll see how things go with the setup here. I have some ideas. The back garden. Hang on. The back garden is pretty favorable. We have some decent views to the east and to the south a little bit more, so should be able to get our hands on some new targets there. Bubba Zelnick, old balls, hello. Hello down in the lower floors. So I don't really have a camera. I've realized that because I'm on a different OBS, that the camera, the OBS Ninja, wasn't set up there. Latitude is a fair bit lower. I am at the 43rd parallel, and that is going to allow me for hopefully a few more options for a little more views towards Scorpius, to maybe get M16, maybe be in a position to get the Trifid Nebula. I was in like I said, I was in Bortle 3 skies last night, and hoping that what I'll be able to do is to do a remote setup out there, because it was ridiculously clear skies. It was fairly cloudy, so I was really kind of hoping I would be able to get some kind of images there, but it didn't work out too well. I have some photos. I will probably get them together. We were out camping, so we just got back this afternoon. So there may be a couple of bits here and there that I wanted to get sorted out for today's stream. And technology, things don't always work out the way we want to. So there's, like I said, there's a couple of things that I've kind of re-implemented. I have a lot of Leorin board working. Well, not working, but it's ported over from the previous computer. So some things will get back into play. My Bortle score right now, where I am, is 8. Right now, it is not favorable for any naked camera photography. So it is basically going to be a lot of narrowband imaging there. Third rock, 3 degrees lower than me. Good luck on that. To bring M16 up to roughly 31 degrees. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. M16 would be alright. I think it sits at... Oh, I'd have to check. I have to double check where we are in Stellarium. What I was actually looking to do in a little later on was to kind of set this back garden into Stellarium, so that we'll be able to see pretty much what's available. I may go out and take like another picture, but it's it worked out all right there. Thor! Thor, thank you so much! 4 months in a row! Glad to have you in with us. Thank you. And I've changed things up a little bit with the metrics. This is kind of going to be almost a little more minimalistic right now. Like I said, it is kind of minimal right now, and like I said, the laptop just wasn't able to handle everything it would be able to as the other computer. The printer is still en route. Everything is en route. Everything is right over. Yeah, see, an old stinger in here as well. So that's where the printer and the telescope and the computer and everything is en route to Montreal. Oh, sorry, en route to Toronto by way of Montreal, and then we'll be able to get things back in order, get all the correct monitors all set up there. Let's see if I can kind of get that OBS Ninja to work in here, so I can at least kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour of what I'm working with at the moment. It's a bit of a mess. So if we get this working out, then we will I'll show you guys how we're looking there. No Amazon next day delivery. There's some products I've seen. There's some that I've seen on Amazon that'll get to me next day. Some there's still 2 days. I'm no longer on a tiny island anymore, so it is a wide open place. We'll have a new spike. New spike. I do. There is. Everything is packed up. Thanks, laptop. There's so many things right now. Yes, there are. There is a new rod of impalement that will. Rod of love, spike of happiness, pillar of enjoyment. That will be coming, and yeah, as soon as everything gets out, I know I almost have a place for everything. I think the printer might end up right here, so it's still within eye shot there, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's let's see what I can do for OBS Ninja, because that should be an easy thing to do there. Add your camera to OBS. Yes. Let us see. Actually, I think if I have an image that I took of the back garden, I have a nice panoramic view. Imagine it doesn't look all fisheye. can show that to you guys. But yeah, it's a bigger back garden. Like it's a bigger room to kind of be working with in here. Also, reminder to add back rewards. Yes, I'll be putting those back up. Yeah, a lot of them haven't quite made it back on this laptop, and I know a few of them aren't going to be. It's not going to be happy using them in there. Mini Mama and Saheen, welcome. Good to see you guys here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Doug for short. Nothing broke in transit. Nothing that we're using today has broke, but we are still awaiting everything to get in here from the UK. Astro Beard. Good sir, how are you? Glad to see you in here tonight. All right, so that is a view of the back garden. The scope is going to be will be sat here. So up there, that is that's north. That's where Polaris will be. Up there, I think largely some points to the east may be blocked early on in the evening by this tree, which can possibly be maybe pruned a little bit. But we'll have like very insanely clear views up towards the zenith. We have real windy, bendy backyards here. So here being, I said, Greater Toronto area is where we're at. So we got some fairly wide open views, many more options that we're gonna have before when we did back in England there. See, yes, always the coffee. Good coffee. Mini Mama, hopefully you don't lose the internet due to the thunderstorm beginning. I thought it passed until that last lightning strike. We had a couple of crazy storms while we were out camping, and it was one of them was totally unexpected. Thankfully, I didn't have like a prolonged forecast to stay out with the camera. Actually, the camera fogged up because I didn't even have a dew heater, and I'm like, I didn't even twig. It was one of those things, like I had a camera set up, I was shooting some pictures, and I'm like, oh, it's really getting like this weird haze. I'm like, oh no, not the haze. So we already lost some of those. Oh, not lost the images, but lost some of that time in there with it. Where's my memory card slot? Let's see if I can actually get some. If we look at some raw images of what I took, like this was like Bortle. I think it was Bortle 3. Whoosh. See if we can bring out these images, just like unedited, completely raw. Pardon me, some raw shots there. Yeah, Guernsey, it was one of those things like I didn't even twig, and like, oh, a dew heater. That would have helped. But we got a lot of cool stuff planned. I think what we'll be able to do is actually, it'll be a little bit of some extra cabling. But I would like to be able to get an outdoor stream. Kind of what we're working towards here I wouldn't even say it's like July's thing. It's just like we'll say a general kind of goal we want to reach here. But it's, there's a possibility of doing more interesting and adventurous kind of ideas. Now that we're kind of in a bit of a Welsh boy. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing? How are you tonight? Thank you very much for the 3 months in a row. Doing very well. Doing good, thank you. Hope you are doing just as well yourself. Glad to see you in here. We did have a hype train. We finished a level 5 hype train about 20 minutes ago there. But I do appreciate the support. Glad to see you guys back here. You know, happy to. This is like one of the first streams in a while. I was feeling. You get that little bit of the nerves. You know, it's will I remember how to stream? And it is kind of I'm taking a step back in the with the computer, so it's, you know, a little bit. Some things are going to work, and most things aren't going to work until the main computer comes back. So it's a bit of an issue, and hopefully it won't be too long, and we'll be able to kind of get back into the full swing of things, and you know, it won't be kind of I know there's a lot of things that are a little haphazard here. Let's see if I can. Where is my? I want to send this to. There we go. Okay. I will get the camera set up there. Savvy! What's going on, Savvy? Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Things are going well here. It's, like I say, it's a new adventure. We're back home. So adorable and I are together again, and it's a new adventure. It's the same, but it's a new, different, and you know, we'll see where things are going to take us there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen for the future. Optimistic for what's to come for the future, and you know, I look forward to sharing it with you guys as much as possible there. A 268 mono and narrowband when? Who knows? Soon? Later? I don't know. What I missed there was, yes, Welsh Boy, happy Canada Day, thank you. Thank you. Paul, hello. I have left East Anglia. I have sailed, well, I haven't sailed. I flew across the Atlantic. And back here in Toronto. Good to be back in my hometown. And yeah, hopefully being able to share more of the night sky with you guys as soon as possible there. So I will get the OBS Ninja sorted out there so I can give you guys a little bit of tour. Don't look at all the mess right now. It was kind of get things in here because my quarantine finished on the 27th, and I had like 4 days to kind of get everything set up. So I didn't want to miss that time of what I said was going to be the 1st of July to kind of, you know, coincide with Canada Day. A little more. I had some other plans I wanted to do on the stream. A little more low key right now. Just, you know, proud to be Canadian, but just low key a little right now. Other kind of the big celebration when the telescope comes in, we'll have a lot more fun little things going on there, and everything will be back to normal. Well, normal. We'll have a bit of a new look. I'm gonna keep I'm liking how this looks. I don't know if you guys think it's kind of, it's more at a glance for where the information is at. I've got this to kind of start rotating now finally found that that widget to work so that a lot more people are going to be getting credit for things. You know, DJ Teo, a new subscriber, and welcoming in our new followers, and crediting those who have donated the latest bits, and resubscribers. Showing who's been sticking around, who's been supporting the channel for for quite a while there. And what I can do. All right, Lars, no worries. Thank you very much for coming in today. I know it's a bit of a different time zone, and I do appreciate seeing our European friends and family coming in tonight. And we are very close. I'm still waiting on some word of when shipments are going to be available for a solar scope that I'm looking to get, and that way we can start to do some afternoon streams, and also be able to we'll still do our night streams, and that way everybody who's been watching the channel can still see you guys out in Europe at a decent hour, and also hanging out with you guys here in North America and all around the world, really, which is really cool. Yeah, we just have more opportunities. So that is also another thing that's kind of changing, is I will be setting up a little bit more of a regimented stream schedule. I say schedule, but it's more of a serving suggestion. This is like the blueberries on the Shreddies box. Because right now, like I said, content creation is going to be the full-time job. Put in a few months worth of it, and it's content creation on Twitch. We'll be looking to do some stuff on YouTube, and with Mrs. Canuck, we'll be having our Etsy page. So there's going to be more avenues we're going to be doing this. So a mass majority of funds are still always going to be going towards telescopes and more interesting views in the night sky, and another smaller portion is going to go towards maintaining the stream and just kind of maintaining a few. I'm going to start looking after more some stream related bills. So that's just kind of how things are going right now. But at the same time, I am happy to go right alongside with you guys, telling you where a lot of these awesome pieces of kit are coming from. I am looking at the at that Daystar D60 kind of scope and in camera combo. Caleb, you too have recently acquired a solar scope. Ooh, which one did you get? Which one did you get? Zane, I think you guys are the best. I appreciate it. But yes, yeah, Lars, we'll see you next. We'll see you next stream there. This kind of works for you still, as you're always up late. Well, perfect. Glad to have you along, as always, there, Orion. Okay, also my chair is a little more comfy. So give me 2 seconds here, because I ramble on. I ramble on way too much here. Let's go into this one. We'll add a browser source. Let's go. Enjoying being back at home. It's good to see family. It's good to be out of quarantine as well, and not it was okay hanging out with some cats, but what was this? Okay, you are the wrong type of source. But yeah, it's good to be. Yeah, it's good to be back home with family. Yeah, well, coffee. And like I said before, it's a new adventure. It's so weird. Dylan O'Donnell kindly lent you his PST 40mm. Oh, excellent! Caleb, that's awesome. Very cool. Very kind of him. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Let me know also when you're doing some solar streams. Check that out for sure. So yeah, it's so weird seeing my old bedroom on the internet. Look, here it is. hang on a second. I want to add a browser source. Okay, here we go. OBS.ninja /view equals thing. And, ooh, do we have it? Okay. Haha, it works. It is 8:23 a.m. here right now, so you're 14 hours ahead now. I found that I am exactly 12 hours ahead of Perth, Western Australia. So there's a few streamers I know. It is 6:30 in the morning for them. All right, gonna have to head off. Schmoop, no worries. Thank you very much. And Lux, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Good to see you guys once again. I'll kind of let you guys. I think that the stream for this week, what I'll be doing is tomorrow is a maybe. Saturday night is a definite. Saturday's stream will be starting at about probably about 7 p.m. 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I know it's kind of trying to stick as closely to like the old schedule, but there's going to be some twerks. Oh shit! No twerks. Tweaks. There's going to be some tweaks to the schedule, and I'll also try to do some more, almost a little more themed nights and just some more themed options that way. Because, like I said before, we're going to be having a little more regimented stream schedule because it's going to coincide with other forms of content creation that we're going to be doing, arts and crafty type things with Mrs. Canuck, and then more of the astronomy things on this side. So if there's kind of any questions that no twerks, no. No. If there are kind of any questions that do crop up that might need a little more insight, a little more research that I like to answer and kind of put into greater detail, is maybe kind of doing a bit of a collection of questions, or at least what I'd like to talk more about in depth, as with some extra videos for some evergreen content on YouTube there, because there's always going to be different ideas that are going to crop up, and doing like an off the cuff answer on Twitch just doesn't always feel like I'm satisfying what the question is and how much I want to answer it in depth. But also some of them I just plain don't know, and I would like to learn more about it. It's the constant learning, constant upgrade on here. 11:25. Have a great stream. No worries, Savvy. I appreciate you stopping in. Good to see you. Thank you again for the resub. Good to see you as always. Considering getting the 174M for a larger field of view too. I do need to start looking into a few more options for cameras there. All right, so we have a. Let me see. I need to get a couple other. We get a couple of options on here. All right. All right, CJ. Hope everything comes out all right. This stream's like Ocean's 12. Come together, prepare for something big. That's it. All right. So, here is the kind of the old setup here. So that's us. That's you guys. Hello. Hello. We have some It's more of I'm going to like quickly spin around to where all the other exciting bits are, because right now this is like a whole bunch of just other life that's in the way there. But yes, we have our ignore the canister of air, of compressed air. So what I've kind of started to do for decorating this shelf is a little bit of a story about more of who I am. So we have our Lego sets that we'll do some build. The printer is going to go here. So pretend that can of compressed air will be our printer. I'll kind of still have the printer there. The spike will be somewhere close by, because there's that. Hello. There's that camera. So we'll have another hanging camera. Spike will be close by. The lighting I am making do with things at the moment. But yeah, we have our astronomy books that will be. There's still more to unpack. We'll reintroduce the Ask an Astronaut book, but there's also another book that I got that's kind of fun with the 30-second astronomy, and I think that'll be kind of an interesting there. Need to implement that bell somehow into the stream. We'll see. Obviously, I'm a big fan of hockey, and I love playing in net, love playing in goal, and so yeah, a lot of the hockey things I have are goalie related there. Transformers, I mean, Grimlock is just awesome. He's still in his box. It's not mint in box. I have opened him before. And yeah, some Canadian paraphernalia right now. But that's, don't look at my wires. Don't look at the garbage. Don't look at that there. But that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So there's where's the hockey stick? Actually, my goalie sticks are still up in storage. I kind of might put those in the back there. Ice rink in the backyard is coming, right? Maybe. Ice hockey stream when? So yeah, it's a lot that is going to that's going to evolve over time. It's not going to be it's not going to be like an instantaneous change. And I think as well, I hope you guys are going to like coming along for the ride of how things are going to evolve. This may or may not. Well, this won't be the final form of a streaming room. So, because eventually we will get our own place. We won't be, living with family for too long. Let them kind of get back to normal life as well. But we do appreciate all the love and support that has been sent our way, and happy to return the favor in as much as we can. But yeah, it's it'll be fun to get the scope set up. We'll do a setup stream as well, and most likely it'll be a daytime thing. Most likely, the way it kind of seems that I will most likely be picking everything up on a weekend. So we'll probably do a weekend stream. Or the original arrival date of all my equipment was going to be the 9th, which is next Friday. And because the cargo ship didn't leave until yesterday, or if not even actually earlier today. So it's probably put back like a couple of days. So it might even be here like the 10th or the 11th, depending on just how those the shipping schedules are going to go. I don't know if I hear thunder. That's the other thing is I got to get like all the weather apps set up there. And what I kind of look to do is within Stellarium, because you can put your own back garden in there, is we might be able to we'll throw the new garden into the mix there. Tropical Geek, hello. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Let's see. Where is my... I think I did change the clear outside. Yes. No, we have we still have clear skies. Unless you live in Halton or Hamilton, you did not hear thunder. I do not. So I did not hear thunder. It looks you suspect I'm in the Canada. Yep. Made it over. Made it through quarantine. Even got out to do a little camping the other day. Just got back this afternoon. Pragmatic Entropy, hello there. And Kenny! Kenny, good day. How are you doing? Why Captain Crunch, though? I mean... only because it's Canuck Crunch. That's like the only reason. I saw it. I had to buy it. It was calling to me. I'm a sucker for gimmicks like that. I totally couldn't pass that up, and it's like, yeah, you know what, let's throw that in there. So maple or poutine? Poutine. I had poutine the first day back. My first quarantine meal was a dried piece of fish and some just gnarly looking vegetables, and it just looked so disappointing. It was disappointment in a bowl. So at the hotel, I could still get skip the dishes to deliver, and then the hotel security would bring it up to you. So I figured, let's order Harvey's. And I ordered Harvey's, and I made sure I got a poutine first night back, and it was absolutely delicious. It was just everything I had missed. There are so many flavors that thankfully still taste the same. And I even got a retweet from Harvey's Canada, which was, a silly little achievement there, but they did drop a retweet on that. They did like it, so I'll take it. I'll take it when Harvey's will retweet one of your shots of food there. Yeah, why not? It was so good. It was still late at night, and I was tired enough that I figured I'll go to bed, finish the rest of the morning, and it was still delicious. It was still good. I was happy with that. Haven't actually had anything with maple syrup, funny enough. There hasn't been... The opportunity hasn't arisen. Actually, pretty much a lot of the times, it's been a bit of a Tim Hortons breakfast. Getting hungry around 1:38 in the morning. I know. So, Kenny, what are we up to today? We are talking about what the future is going to hold. Obviously, I know the sound is a little janky right now, and you're hearing a little bit of the beard scrapes because this is the only available microphone I have at the moment. So I'll work on it to have it sound a little better there. I gotta get some maple this instant. I'm pretty sure there's some maple syrup somewhere in the house. I also don't want to be a jerk and yell, "Ma! Maple syrup!" No, don't. Always opportunity for pancakes. I gotta make pancakes too. So many more food. It's been a lot of there's been the quarantine, so I'm at the mercy of what I can have dropped off at the door and what I could have had dropped off at the door, and I've only been out of quarantine since the 27th, and been camping for the past 2 days. So there's still a lot to catch up on. Still a lot to catch up on there. Mooncat, hello. How have you been? Good to see you in here tonight. This evening, this early afternoon. I figured I was also going to start a little earlier tonight. I said it was originally going to be like at 5, and I kind of pushed it back to 5:30. Then had advertised it as 6, but I figured we started closer to 6 o'clock there. And then we'll see what, like I said, the schedule is going to change a bit there. I'm going to still, I don't want to exclude our friends in the European areas. And at the same time, it's like, well, we're only going to get darkness here. It's starting at about 11 p.m. That's when we're going to be getting some good astronomical dark. Frank with the dank. How have you been? Yes, here we are. We are coming to you from the capital of Bolivia. Hope you all have a good evening tonight. But yes, first stream back in Canada. Been in the UK since, well, I've been in the UK for the last 10 years and just got back now in Canada. So here we are. The AstroCanuck in Canada. No more confusing, oh, why is it already dark? Well, I'm in the UK. Not anymore. I tried brownie mix in the waffle maker. Takes some getting used to cook. Oh, wow. Ooh. Ooh. Is it still kind of crispy, but like that fudginess on the inside there? Did you get like the ratio right? Because that sounds absolutely delicious. Well, thank you, CJ. Is it the face or is it just the beard? You just listen to the beard talk? Is that all it is? If you like the corner brownies, try it. I flip-flop. I still love like the middle section of the brownies, but you know what? It's we'll see. I am intrigued. Oh, only a false alarm there. Well, you know what? Paid a dime and only farted. But yes, Frank, I'm permanently back in Canada. This is the move. We don't rule out a visits back to the UK, anywhere out in Europe, but you know, back with family, back in where we intended to return. And while it turned, you know, what a 2-year adventure turned into 10 years in the UK, we felt everything kind of came to that natural progression of we're going back with family. Just so much had popped up, and just figured that pull was just too great. And you know, we're happy to be back with family, and there's still a lot of people I haven't been able to see yet. You know, everything notwithstanding. So yeah, it's like I said, there's going to be a transition period between things. The stream is going to change a little bit with the schedule, and you know, this background will evolve for sure. It's just something I kind of wanted to, something more than just a plain blue wall and a brown wooden door. You know, it's not my interesting brick wall inside my kitchen. Wit, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Just generally, your warmth and loveliness were missed. Aw, thanks, CJ. You're too kind. They say there's no place like home. It's good to be back with family, with new growing families as well, and just to be able to spend the time with those that we haven't really been able to see in quite a while now. Part-time fun, Alex. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. And yeah, it's I was going to say I already said it's interesting. It is there's still a lot to do, and I'm so looking forward to when that container ship does come in. Right now it is live tracking. We are just passing in between. Where are we going by there? We're passing in between Dublin and the west of England. There's the MSC Sao Paulo. That is my container ship. That is what we were waiting on to show up. It has just left Liverpool. I don't know how much longer it has been. Ooh! Quiglius! Sorry, that alert didn't pop up there. Where was that one? Well, thank you very much for the hoodie and mug. Thank you so much. And Stephen, hello, Stephen McNaughtreel. How are you doing, sir? How is my favorite cotton poly blend on Twitch? Yeah, it's we can track the container ship. We can see where it is, and if it drops off the radar, then we panic. That's all we want. We're both got to leave for today. No worries. Thank you very much for coming in tonight. Thank you so much. Good to see you in here. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the future streams. Like I said, tomorrow is a maybe. Saturday evening is a definite. Actually, when's the next playoff game? That's another difficult one. Yes, it's a Canadian team in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but it's the Canadians. As a diehard Leafs fan, it is very hard to cheer for the Montreal Canadiens. Although I've always had my brother and I have had this weird affinity for the Tampa Bay Lightning. We were young, impressionable kids when that expansion team entered into the league, and it was just really cool to see another team added in. Excited I'm back. It's just me. Hi. Glad to be back, though. Glad to be back. We are rebuilding. We are working on some interesting things, some cool stuff to do on future streams there. I am debating on whether or not I'm going to fire up Photoshop. Niedermayer's are BC boys. They may as well be a Canadian team. Fair enough. So the skies where I'm at right now. Previously in the UK, I was in a Bortle 5, and that was in the east of England. And now, being in the Greater Toronto area, I'm in a Bortle 8. So there's going to be more. I'm still going to do some broadband imaging with the L Pro filter, but it may not be all the time doing our streams with a broadband filter, looking at the targets. So it's going to be largely narrowband. However, what I will do is I'll put some time in to do some series of shots, puts some multiple hour imaging time in towards some targets, so that we'll have more to image to process for our rainy day astronomy sessions. But because I'm in Bortle 8, it's largely going to need to be with the narrowband filter. And I don't know. We'll do experiments. We'll see how it's going to look. But I think doing those 30 minutes, 33-minute exposures, even at with this light pollution, that much of a the filter, I think it's going to be. It may not be as spectacular. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to turn out, because I've never actually. The only kind of astrophotography I have done in this area has been with this camera, no light pollution filter, and a 30-second image. Everything was beige. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the L Pro performs, how the tri-band filter is going to work out, and we'll tweak things from time to time and see what we will do. If we can start to do some, almost a little more of like, if I can start to figure out some live stacking for our images there, seeing what we can put together. It's going to be a bit of an interesting way to kind of get the ASI Air connected into the network here, because I'm no longer sitting in my kitchen. I'm a little bit farther away from where the scope is going to be, and that kind of makes me a little bit nervous, because before, if something was going wrong, I could quickly run out, shut things down. So what I almost need to find is a way to get even a kill switch up here, so that if something is going absolutely haywire, I will have to pause whatever's going on with the camera, reset, and start over again. But you know what, it's going to be an evolving thing. Like I said, if it kind of works out, we'll do some outdoor streams as well. If I need like just one long cable for, I'll still be able to actually use the laptop outside, and just kind of use it as the stream from the PC, and use this as the secondary there. Be interesting to see what we can do with that there, because the outside is going to allow me, is just a better space that I can be out there with the scope, and we'll do the live imaging sessions. It actually is a good opportunity to put together a bit of an all sky cam as well, so that we can, we have an all sky cam and have a look at get a more of a wider field view of the night sky with a camera that is designed to look at the night sky in that kind of detail. Whereas with our previous outdoor security camera, it was good for looking at the scope and just seeing where it was pointing. But with an all sky cam, we have a nice live shot of almost a 360 view of the sky, and it might actually work out. Oh, I can't even. I don't have a mute button to hit anymore. Is what I can do to put an all sky cam even just on the roof, so that we have a nice unimpeded view of the sky. And I think that is a good possibility of something that we can do there, because if I go back to our image of outside, what we can do is we have this view up here. This would be where my router is. I am a little farther in the house, but I could probably somehow pop an all sky cam, even if it's just on the edge of the deck. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. We can get something to work out there. So that is those are some opportunities. There's lots of sky that we can see. I mean, we got so much that we see. Also with shot to the west. Oh, last night. That's right. I was going to look at the. We got the OBS Ninja to work. That was great. But we'll also be able to take a look at some of the shots from last night. I did see Mars. We saw Mars very briefly, and holy potatoes, is that ever bright! That was amazing. There's an amazing view there. Where's that? Hang on, I gotta get this back in here. This is we need the notification. Nope. Alright, where is... Let's get this sorted out there. While I'm getting this sorted out there, it's glad to have you guys in here tonight. It is good to be back in Canada. I'm glad to have you guys hanging out tonight. My name is Tom. I am the AstroCanuck. Live from Canada, proof by the Tim Hortons coffee. We will soon be sharing live images of the night sky, and hopefully even sooner, we will be taking a look at the sun as well. Safely look at at our closest star in hydrogen alpha, and do some daytime streams and have some fun outside. Take a look at some interesting views of the sun, because that is going to be really cool. Looking forward to that. And the SE merch does not want to work on that there. This wasn't planned, but both of my monitors are full of Canadian. Your stream on one and playing Civ 6 on the other as Canada. Excellent. Perfect. Frank, I have not seen any Starlink yet. There have been a few nights when it was clear, and like surprisingly clear. It was also during the full moon, so I wasn't even like figuring I'd be able to see anything with the camera that I had, because my clip filter that would have worked on the Canon is on the ship. Go figure. I would have should have probably packed that away so I could have used that a little better. What I was also kind of hoping to do, and I didn't announce it, I only told a couple of people about this, was on the flight there was a chance that my airline could have had in-flight Wi-Fi, and I was hoping it would, because I probably could have been able to do a very short live stream from 40,000 feet. But obviously that didn't work out. I had a couple of things prepared. I had a new book ready to just to spout off some interesting facts about space, but it unfortunately didn't work out. And right now I do not plan on flying again for a little while right now. But I thought that might have been a bit of a cool thing. Could have imaged some aurora when you went over the pole. It was, I ended up doing a bit more of a daytime flight, which was, I was kind of hoping, usually when we fly from, when we do those flights, it is overnight, but I flew with a different airline. I flew with British Airways, and, it didn't, the timing was different there, so I was kind of like, oh, well, I'll take what I can get. It was a decent price on the flight. It was, all credit to what they're doing at the airports to make things safe and still keep things going as so smoothly as possible. But yeah, everything worked out really well there. All right, let me get this in here. Because this is important. See, also a little bit of live editing here, and hopefully nothing goes bonkers. All right, this should be. Death warmed over. Hello. Good to see you in here. How's it going? See if this works there. Ah! There we go. There's the alert. A little, 15 minutes behind on there. But, Quiglius, thank you very much for the for the order of 3 items. This is much appreciated. I'll have to readjust that a little bit there. Actually, kind of works out all right there. Let me play that one more time and reposition that. We'll leave that there. I think that's that works out. So I think there's some other things I need to. I do need to update as well. There are still things that are UK based that need to be converted to the Canada, so we can have everything back to one currency there. But what I was looking to do was looking at Stellarium. Now I'm going to open up Stellarium. Hopefully nothing freaks out here. Let's close that. Close as much as possible there. You're doing good. Work has been crazy all week. Well, glad you can start to wind down the week here with us for a little bit today. And we're heading into another weekend there. A bit of a long weekend here in Canada, and we'll hopefully everybody continues to stay safe. And it's good to see that a lot more family members are getting the double vaccination, which is good to be able to be more comfortable seeing family members and kind of have our more expanded bubble. And also just allowing me to be able to be here with my parents, and still be with Mrs. Canuck at her mom's place, so that we can be able to see family as often as possible. Now I know it is the first stream back, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was kind of working out as well as possible there. But there have been a little bit of small talks about just some special appearances by certain people, which we'll let you guys know, so you can meet some more of the behind the scenes crew who are responsible and happy to support the channel here. All right, Wit, no worries. Just got home from work a little while ago. Gonna have you on alert. No worries. Thank you very much, Wit. CJ, what do? Do they drive you? The cowboy ones drive you nuts? Alright, so far I'm happy with how the computer is handling things. I've updated so much on here. That was the other thing. It's just it's been so long since I used this computer as my main source of streaming, and there was so many of the plugins that I had to update and make sure that they were still working. Like I said, I got Leorn board has been largely updated, and let's see. Yeah, that's largely updated. There's some little elements I do need to I'll need to reconnect into this stream there, but it will. There we go. That we will have, some of the old things. There are some things that I'm pretty sure won't jive well with this computer, because I know they're going to take up a lot more processing power. But I'll see to get a little more added to the, a little more added back into the stream, and that way it's kind of closer to be back to normal. Pardon me. Did you see that the Google Pixels are having an astrophotography setting? It's awesome to see that more phones are going to be adding astrophotography into their repertoire, because, yes, you could do you have to play, you can go into pro mode and you can play around with the settings. Unless you're more familiar with working with the camera, sometimes a lot of those settings can be very foreign to a lot of people there, because like what's ISO, what's the f-stop, what's the the exposure setting, what's going to work out well. And sometimes unless you're kind of already well versed in cameras, it can seem a little daunting. And for phones that are having a dedicated astrophotography mode, that it is basically go to that mode, point and click, and you're going to get some pretty decent photos coming through on a mobile phone. I think that's got to be that's going to be pretty interesting to see. You just listed the C8 on cloudy nights. Did you now? Did you know? I'm not in the market for a C8 at the moment, but I mean, drop the link in the Discord as well. Maybe somebody. Oh, sorry, I just realized I'm stroking the beard, and this is where the microphone is. Soon, the regular microphone will be there. All right, new Teddy, gonna run. Thank you very much for popping in. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon. There, glad to see you as always. Appreciate it very much. But yeah, happy to be streaming again. Very happy to be streaming again. It is just there are a few times I'm figuring, am I Gorgana? Glorgana raid, thank you very much. How you doing? Jiggly enough. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Glorgana, good to see you. How have you been? There we go. Our wonderful friend. Glorgana does some incredibly interesting streams with taxidermy and reconstruction of some skulls. Mickey, hello there. How you doing? Hello, hello. Tommy Turner, hello. Welcome on in. Yes, glad to be streaming again. For those of you who are new to the channel, I see there's some new first-time chats in here. My name is Tom. I'm the AstroCanuck. And here in Canada, no longer in the UK, we'll be sharing live images of the night sky as soon as my telescope and everything arrives from my container ship somewhere in the early eastern side of the Atlantic Ocean there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A little tiny celebration here. We have our Canuck Crunch over here, which I was very, very happy to find in the grocery store. Andy! Hello, sir. How are you doing? Good to see you today. How have you been? How have you been? Long time no see. Being in I am in a lower latitude in these North American skies than I was in the UK. Now, the good thing about in the UK was that I had much longer nights. But the exchange on that was I lost astronomical dark. At this point, it wasn't dark enough to get those the truly dark skies where the sun wasn't impacting the sky a little bit. At least here, I'm at a lower latitude. There will be a portion of astronomical dark year-round, which is great. So we'll be able to do some multi-hour projects throughout the year. Just maybe some of them starting a little later. And yeah, just happy to be doing that there. You decided it was time to say goodbye to the C8. What are you looking to replace it all, their third rock, or is it just kind of let's kind of move on, rebuild a little bit there? Mickey IAL, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on into the observatory. Thank you so much. Glad to have you with us. And Jiggly enough, welcome into the observatory. Thank you so much as well for the follow. Glad to have you guys here. In on the raid with Glorgana. You guys are absolutely incredible. And guys, if you are in this chat now and you haven't checked out Glorgana's stream, have a watch. See her do some amazing things. How did that pinkest pink turn out there? That weird punk autofocus. What's going on, weird punk? How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you in here. No one ever gets my name spot on the first time. Did I get it right the first time? I have to go back and watch that. Or did I just totally butcher it? I usually have a better track record of like totally butchering people's names. And Tommy T. Turner. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in as well. I did. Oh, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. You appreciate that photographer humor. But how you doing, Weird Punk? Welcome in. Welcome in. Did you come in on the raid with Glorgana, or did you pop in by other means there? The Pinkest Pink has been so great. Just finished adding rhinestones to the Pinkest Rat Skull. Ooh. I'll have to check that out. Was that what you're doing today on the stream? Were you finishing off the rat skull, or were you doing some other stuff? I've been happy to tag along. Tag-alongs, excellent. Always glad to see you guys supporting those streamers you've been watching, coming in on the raids, and whether you're here for a short time or a long time, I appreciate it. This is the first stream for me back in Canada, and so there's going to be a growth period, a little bit of adjustment. We do have this is the view of the back garden. I'll be imaging as soon as the telescope arrives. That's where the scope is going to be. We have a nice wider open views of the night sky, so we're going to be taking some interesting images there. Follow the Master of Skulls. Excellent. Well, hopefully, like I said, if you guys are kind of heading out a little later or sticking around for a bit, appreciate it. But yeah, it is astronomy based fun on this channel. Hyperwork, hello in the land of A. How's it going, eh? Good to see you there, Hyperwork. Glad to have you in today. You did concert photography for about 4 years in the before 4 time. That's not bad. I used to do some video work with concerts, so that was always kind of fun to be able to get that access there in the before 4 time. But yeah, it's previously in the UK. I was in the East Coast. I was in the county of Essex, and it was in decent quality skies. It was in Bortle 5, so in the light pollution scale, I was basically in the middle, from 1 to 9, 9 being the worst. I'm currently now in an 8. So there's more aggressive filters we're going to be using to be able to combat the light pollution, and we'll kind of change up the imaging sessions a little bit there, but we'll take a look at some things, see how it goes there. Sadly, you're about to sleep. Yeah, no worries. Snoozing is good, but glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by there, Hyperwork. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, sir. I know I've been trying to kind of keep up with some of the other streams, and it is, pardon me, it's a bit of an adjustment. And now that I was on my own in the UK for like the past 10 months, and yes, that afforded me some more time to kind of build those relationships and find new friends on Twitch, and I don't want to miss out on what you guys are doing. And I know that with the time zone change, there's going to be some different overlaps, but at the same time, that also, I think that's going to allow me to, some people that I may not have had the opportunity to raid and hang out with as much as I would have liked to, we get a little more opportunity to do that. So there's always that, that bit of excitement to see, ooh, I haven't seen this person in a while, I haven't seen them, and I've only seen them in chat, but glad to see them streaming. So it's a bit of an adjustment. Like I said before, I'll be aiming to do some daytime streams, doing some solar photography, so that those who I have we've made friends with in the European countries, that we're not going to miss out on hanging out with them, and even for us here in North America, at least in Eastern Standard Time, a lot of the times, hopefully we'll still be able to kind of hang out during the day. I know work is a lot of people kind of more getting back into the swing of things with work, and hopefully the normal life can slightly resume, but also with the knowledge of what has worked in the past year and a half, that we're able to kind of work alongside that there. I need to adjust what the bot is saying right now because there is no printer at the moment. The late night streams will be hard for you to catch now. I do. Yeah, I know there's some of the late night streams. It's it's gonna be difficult. But I am hoping in the winter, once we roll into winter, because we're gonna have those longer nights, that we'll kind of be able to start earlier on. Right, you're off to dinner. Hope to catch you later. No worries, Gorgon. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you very much for the raid, bringing in your community over here. And yeah, look forward to catching your streams as well. Like I said, the stream schedule here, we're going to develop that over the next few weeks. And because, like I said, content creation is going to be the full-time job for a little while right now. I figured the opportunity has presented itself, and that's what we want to do. So between this and kind of delving into YouTube a little more, and with Mrs. Canuck with our Etsy page, we will be trying to generate some other forms of revenue that are going to supplement the life. But also, like I said before, the mass majority of funds that come in through Twitch are going to be going towards astronomical equipment, that we can do some interesting views of the night sky, and just afford some other opportunities to maybe do some remote streams as well, because there's going to be opportunities where, especially after camping this the past couple of days, I would love to be able to have a little tiny tent and a generator and the scope, and be able to do some remote streams where we are in some very dark skies and just see some other areas of the night sky that have been obscured by houses, and just being able to take a look at things there. Oh, Glorgana, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. Etsy page, it's not widely advertised right now. We're still, it's in the next few weeks, we are going to be adding a lot more to it. And that's where, where I'm going to kind of be, my 9 to 5 is going to be sitting at, well, this desk or the other desk there. And, things that are kind of related to, like, to be cross-stitching and other forms of haberdashery type things. And, some interesting art that I'm kind of relating towards, to astronomy, putting my own twist on things there. But I also enjoy creating cross-stitch patterns, which really equates almost easily into just pixel art, which kind of looks really cool. Like, even when there's a for the subtrain that pops up, that little guy that's running across the screen is just a whole bunch of large pixels that I could greatly turn into a cross stitch or something like that. So we'll do a little more changing up of what's being advertised and where things are. Right now we are on Etsy as Patterns in Pixels CA, Patterns in Pixels Canada. There's only a very tiny offering right now, so it's kind of bleak at best. But there's, like I said, from coming out of quarantine and going immediately into camping, and also There have been so many swabs stuck up my nose in the past 14 days. And everything has come back negative. But it's just an interesting feeling. It doesn't hurt, but it's just the, whoop. There's something up there. But it's, from going into, immediately going out camping and being away from the electronics, there's been that large opportunity to get things. There's a lot of planning that's been done. So we have our plan of attack that's going to be happening there. Yeah, there we go. I will shamelessly drop this in there for now. But it's more of a watch this page at the moment. Because there will be more. There's a lot more that's going to be coming out there, and also there is a company that I can have that will do like posters framed and things like that. So it's almost an immediate kind of purchase there. It's early stages, but we'll get things going on there. But what I was kind of hoping to do was, let's see if I fire up Photoshop. Ooh, when did I last update Photoshop? That's the other thing. So many little tidbits on here. Because if it works out, then I can easily put this image, this one here, the back garden here, or my backyard, and into Stellarium, so that we can actually start looking at what we're going to be able to see in the night sky. So let me see if I still have the previous image that I worked on for the background, so that way. All right, let's open with, choose another app. Okay. We'll get this. Oh, we're looking at like nothing on here. Hi. Yes, so yeah, we'll I don't want to open up too many programs on here because the computer doesn't like it. This laptop is not as much of a powerhouse as the PC is. But if I can do like steps at a time, and then we'll get into adding the backyard into Stellarium, and that way we'll be able to see what we're hoping to view through this area. Now, what is a little tricky, and I don't know if they've updated it, and they may have or haven't, is the adjustment of your rotation and your elevation in your back garden is going to set where that view is going to come into there. But the important-ish thing is creating that initial file there. Okay, all right, excellent. Okay, here is what's good. Let's go over here. I'll open this up because I'll use this as my template here. All right, let's go like this. This was the old background, and what I want to do is open up the file that I have downloaded of the current background, and hopefully what I'm thinking is that this little trick is going to work. So what camera do I use out of the telescope? I know a bit about scientific cameras, so just wondering if you use a CCD or a CMOS or like a prosumer SLR. I am using, I started off for astrophotography, I started off using this camera here, the Canon EOS T5i, and it did the trick for a while, but I'm now using a ZWO ASI 533, and that type of camera is dedicated for astronomy, and you can cool it down to sub-zero temperatures, which is going to remove a lot of the noise out of a single image, which just kind of leaves you with a much, once you stack your images on top of each other, you're going to have a much smoother image to work with, and when you stretch that to create the images that we want, it's going to be, you're going to be able to stretch it a little more than usual without amplifying a lot of that digital noise that comes through when a sensor heats up. And I was originally looking at like CCD cameras, and I found out that they are way more expensive than a monochrome or a color CMOS camera. And to be fair, a lot of the technology with the CMOS cameras has come a long way, and really there are people who are doing some amazing work with one-shot color cameras, as well as those doing work with with the monochrome CMOS cameras. And pardon me, I will be looking to get into the monochrome game as soon as there is a permanent option for an observatory. Right now, this is kind of like almost, right now it's like almost like long-term temporary. So there may not be a complete observatory setup, but I will do what I can to mitigate any problems with the weather, security, and just being able to leave the scope in a safe place and is away from the elements as much as possible, so that we aren't kind of setting up night after night, which can, sometimes almost be a bit of a detractor, especially if there's only a few short hours that are throughout the night, and you don't want to be setting up. You don't want to set up like as it's kind of getting dark and everything's good to go. You've spent all the time polar aligning and getting things together and making sure that none of the wires are going to tangle or trip up while you're doing a meridian flip or anything like that, and the clouds just roll in and weather doesn't cooperate, and then it's just take everything down. That's not what we really want to do. So hopefully we'll be able to get everything kind of set up here. Like this corner right here is where the scope is going to go. Polaris is looking to be just above the trees here, so that's fine for polar alignment. And again, once everything rolls in, we'll do a setup. I'll show you guys how much easier it is to set up with the Polemaster. There is a until the ZWO camera is actually put in a live view of Polaris while it's doing a polar alignment, I'm not on board with their polar alignment routine. Now, I know some people who have gotten into it without ever touching a Polemaster. It worked out really well for them, and it's just that live view, because when you're adjusting the knobs on the scope, things can sometimes jump a little farther once you go like either to east or west or north or south, and it just doesn't always. At least with the EQ6R Pro, there are ways that people have kind of gotten around that, where they actually put a little thin layer of Teflon on the between the mount and the tripod, so that you have a nice smooth motion between the bolts there, so it's not kind of sticking on the metal. I think what I might do is actually implement that when everything kind of comes back, get a thin layer of the Teflon tape, and we'll see how that works out, if it's a much smoother transition there. And yeah, that way it's just, you're not worrying about having to leave the equipment out all the time. So that's where it's going to go. What I'm going to try is a little bit of a trick right now. Hopefully it's going to work. Is with our background, I want to go to sky replacement. Now, the last time I've used this in Photoshop before, it worked out really, really well. It actually doesn't do a bad job of taking away removing the sky, and like quite literally replacing it with a totally different sky there. And there's all sorts of options. What's kind of cool as well is that it actually adjusts the whole color, the tone of the image as well. So I'm going to go with this one, this spectacular sky there. I'll put 2 new layers. Let's say okay on that. Because really what we got to do is we got to cut out the whole sky from here. Let's collapse that there. So it adds this this effect there. It does a pretty good job actually of replacing the sky. And with that, again, with that color grading that's added there, it's not too bad. That's why you use SharpCap Pro, Polar Alignment Made Easy. Sadly, that's all I really use SharpCap for besides lunar imaging, since you won't be doing planetary anymore. I guess, yeah, after getting rid of the C8. But I like planetary imaging. I like seeing the images of the planets, but for me, just the acquisition and the processing of planets just didn't seem as enjoyable to me as usually when I would do like nebulae or galaxies or something like that. I don't know if it's just because they're kind of like right there. So many other people do planetary work, but yeah, for me, I love the nebulae. I love the galaxies. Planetary is a pain in the backside to process, and my first foray into processing Mars wasn't. There was like, I can't remember how long of the videos I watched on like AutoStacker to get that going there, and it just wasn't. It still didn't feel as intuitive as processing the images. So, that's the. And there are those who love doing planetary, and they do some phenomenal work. But I just like the allure of the galaxies, of the nebulae. All right. So what you can do here in see what they got here. See if I can. Create a. Oh. What's up, Steven? A granted, Galaxy season might be rough with an 80mm, but I'll just do Galaxy clusters instead. I love the look of Galaxy clusters, though. That's the thing. That's really cool to see. Especially when you look at the Coma cluster and you get like thousands of galaxies in like one shot. I always think that's really, really cool. right. We Hello. What's going on, Nori? How are you? I wore your shirt camping. Nobody understood it. I had to explain it to everybody. Like, go check out Nori. Sub to Nori Kitty. Okay, camping. It was great kindling. Oh, it was such wonderful kindling. Oh, big pink and purple, glorious. It was wonderful. Alright, so what we've managed to do here is a little bit of a cutout of the not the night sky, of the back garden sky there, so that we'll be able to see more of that through. I wonder if I can actually make something a little more aggressive, because that works out with the see, we still have some more of the clouds showing through there, but we want to be able to, so as painlessly as possible, you know, get rid of some of that night sky, get rid of some of the sky to reveal a little more there. So we'll kind of leave the trees the way they are, but we'll still pick out these little areas here. Or sorry, the big areas of the sky. Yeah, that's fine. So we with that sky replacement tool, it kind of did a lot of the hard work for us. So if we so Alt backspace. Now you can go a little farther, and what I'm hoping to do is kind of do this on a nice clear day, and really it's go as detailed as possible on there, and get rid of some of the extra blue around there, so we can maybe kind of peek through what's going to be available for us, and it's just going to have a better contrast to kind of cut things out there. But for now, I think if we're going to like just kind of plunk this into Stellarium right now and see what is possible, you know, I'll be happy with that there. So I want to, just for now, copy that. Merge the visible, so I got that all as a flat image there, and that way once we plop this into Stellarium, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of the blue sky here, but that's still going to show it's still transparent enough. But I said I'll do this shot again on a clear day, but really the important thing is that we have that sky replacement tool has done a really good job of kind of cutting things out, making life a little easier for us there. To remove that from the so what we need to do, the size that it wants, and also we'll adjust that so I can get rid of my my neighbor, for Stellarium. It wants it to be, was it 2600 pixels? But then you also want to have a white. I mean, you can do a white background underneath, or you can, or you're able to, I mean, with a little more forethought, you can actually kind of get rid of this whole white. This white bottom. And actually, what I want to do is expand this a little more, because there you go. That's about the garden there. We're getting a little bit of a double up on that there. So because it was the that was the old garden in back in England. So I will do is just kind of put a mask over top of that. Put a mask over top of that. There we go. And there. So that is our landscape image, and it is saved as a PNG. So again, we're going to lose a bit of the top of the tree there. Okay, here's how automatic a lot of things are. I just went to look back at the old camera position. It's just a little more off to the right for me right now. So it's high. You're not there, you're over there. Alistair, hello there. Yes, here we are in Canada. First stream. How are you doing tonight, Alistair? Good to see you. How have you been? I'm like rocking all the Canadian paraphernalia as much as possible right now. It'll be the new streaming room will be a bit of we have a little bit of an adjustment. Just kind of rebuilding there. Is that a spider on the wall? Where? Maybe. Behind me next to the cap. No. No. It's all blurry now back there. There's a little bit of... It's a tiny screen at the moment. I'm in studio mode. There could be... I could have brought in spiders. There were spiders. Oh, I have mosquito bites all over. Yes, I used bug spray. But they still got through. There are some itches. Hope you're moving smoothly. You know what? Overall... It went really smooth. The movers came in, and the house was kind of cleared out relatively quick and nice and efficient. Got it all loaded up, and it's really the waiting game that stinks. I think I missed the latest container by maybe a few days before it went over to the shipping container left from Liverpool. So I had to wait a little longer there. So the ship is on its way. Where are we right now? This is it's a live. Man, it's going slow. That is a live look at where our ship is. Left the dock at Liverpool, and that's where I collected all my stuff. So heading between Wales and Dublin until it heads out into the Atlantic, on its way towards Toronto via Montreal, and eventually into my back garden. So I am looking to do... I'll add a channel point reward, actually, that will, you know, if we want to see where it is, rather than me just kind of saying, hey, here's my ship. So it's got to go all that way. And it's just amazing, just the traffic that's out there as well. You think in just such a vast ocean between us that there isn't a lot going on, but it's just, it is crowded. So I can see how the with the Evergreen getting stuck on in the Suez, that it really caused a whole lot of pandemonium. So yeah, even when you get in close, that is a very, very busy shipping lane there. Also ignore that the bot there, because there is the the subprinter is over here. Subprinter is over here. That's it's a little ways away right now. What's going on? That one fan of sports? How you doing? How have you been? You posted something in Discord. I'll check that out in a second there. But yeah, how have you been? How have you been? May it stay safe from pirates. Oh yes. We figured it'd be good to have the Black Pearl as our option of shipping, but it was unavailable, so we got to go with the Sao Paulo. Oh, Joe! What's going on? How do we really know we're really in Canada? I have Tim Hortons coffee. How you doing, Mojo? Devil's Hand with the booties. How are you doing? How are you doing? Doing well, Mojo? Okay. All right. And not to mention that there is no room in England that would be this large. Mojo fake fan negative. Mojo's awesome. Yes, also I can make, that is another one of my superpowers, I can make a large coffee last for the whole stream. Almost. The end of the coffee does not signify the end of the stream, though. Although it just means I'm empty of coffee. Now, there was one time early on in the UK life where Mrs. Canuck did grab a sleeve of Tim Hortons cups. The coffee did taste marginally better. It's the experience. It's just the. It's not just your mug. It's like it's this symbol of just the beginning of a road trip or something like that, you know, or just someone popping by saying, "You want me to grab some Tim's? You want a coffee?" Yes, that's always good. And she did. So adorable. Did wonderfully pick up the coffee for me. So that one fan of sports. What are we looking at here? You going into some text, some typography illustrations in there. That looks cool. I dig it. You done anything for Montreal and Tampa Bay? Yeah, you've been posting a lot of hockey stuff. I figured it'd probably be ramping up with the NHL playoffs in full swing and the finals if anybody else is watching the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, who are you rooting for? Who do you want to see take home the cup? Alice, you're going for the Canadians. I said before, it's very hard for me to root for Montreal. I was contemplating on wearing a Leafs jersey tonight. I was thinking about it, but the last UK stream I was wearing a Canadian shirt, so I figured the first Canadian stream I'd wear a UK shirt. But that's not to say that there's going to be some Leafs jerseys or some Blue Jays jerseys in the future there. So I was talking about also the so we have our image of the back garden that we're working on there in Photoshop, but there was also some images that I took while we were out camping, and I don't even know how they turned out. I don't know how they turned out there. You switch from drawing sports stuff to drawing more, pardon me, morning show logos as original content. Interesting. It's cool to kind of branch out there. Montreal has been your team for 51 years, since watching Guy Lafleur and Ken Dryden and their pals as a 6-year-old, not a fair weather fan, a diehard. Awesome. Well, that's cool to see. I remember I looked back at when the Canadians last won the cup, and like all those names are so familiar. Like that was like every day we were watching as much hockey as possible. So it'll be great to see that if a Canadian team will win the Stanley Cup, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to 100% go for I'm a fan of hockey. Right now, I am a fan of hockey, and whoever can put on the best show is what we're going to be looking forward to there. Thoughtful Neanderthal, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you in here tonight. How have you been? Good to see you again. We are live. We are here in Canada. It is the 1st of July. We are returning to a regular-ish stream schedule. But as soon as the telescope arrives in the next week or so, hopefully, not too much longer than that, we'll be bringing live images of the night sky. And but for now, we are kind of playing around with Stellarium and Photoshop to kind of put our new back garden into the view there. Everything is good. Everything is going fairly according to the plan. Right now, our container ship has just left the port in Liverpool. So it's about maybe a couple of days behind the quoted schedule. So we'll see if they make up for any time on the sea or what. But I get fairly regular updates from the shipping company there. Arcatufus, hello. How you doing, sir? How have you been? It is the true AstroCanuck now. That's the deal. How's it going? You watched the Red Wings a handful of times as you're a Detroit Lions fan. That's a tough one. So try dipping your toes into the Wings a little too. Seeing the old Joe Louis Arena when I was out there in Detroit too. Apart from that, my exposure to hockey is limited. I mean, kudos for you for being a Detroit Lions fan. I know some of their seasons have been very difficult to endure. Never made it out to any games in Detroit. I always heard it was kind of in a rough kind of part of town. You doing meh? Could be better, but you're fine. How meh is meh? I'm glad to see you in here, though. Glad to see you out tonight. It's the post-camping injuries that I'm finding out on the hands. The nice thing about the Detroit Lions is that they are a sure thing when picking teams in the football pool. Downtown is sweet, really nice. Outside of it is run down, but you heard it's on the up and up. Well, that's good. Last time it was. It has been a good. Probably 12 years since I've been in Detroit, or at least in that era. Excuse me. Okay. I have a error, and I don't know which program it's from at the moment. So I'm going to click clear. I don't know where the error is from. Draw event for object button. Okay, hopefully this doesn't crash the stream. Okay, I don't know where that error was from. Lego stream, meanwhile, I'm not putting that out of the realm of possibility. I do have a second camera. Right now, I will need to really reorganize the desk. So I'll show you. I'll give you guys a little bit of a. Let's see here. Ah. The stream is still as steady as a Scot with a gallon of ale in him. Alright, we're good. We'll keep on with the stream. Have you prepped your backyard? Aye, where? Kinda. I took a picture. What's going on, Teddy? Alright. Ninja. Fix this up here. Whoa, sorry. Right, so there is the possibility of doing a Lego stream. However, I will need to redo the desk a bit. So I think from this side, I may have to adjust the camera a bit. But it's still within the realm of possibilities. It's just there's not as much. Actually, once the tower is back, I won't be needing a laptop in this position, so that will open up the whole desk. This is a monitor that doesn't have anything more than a VGA connection, so that's gone. So that's the little bit of the view at the desk at the moment. Orion, you often get asked about your life choices when you tell people you're a Lions fan in the UK. You know what? You're a pioneer. You're a trailblazer. But I've had good times going to Lions games when they play like the Buffalo Bills. Swearing fine, is that when you do a really good job, like with rhyming and rhythm while profaning? What's the non-fine swearing? Well, that would be the once the printer is hooked back up there, the Demolition Man type rewards can crop up. Excuse me, hand. There you go. The printer is going to go here. There we go. Printer will go there. It's still within eye shot of things. New Teddy got to run again. Busy evening. No worries. I know that I've learned how quickly being back in a social life can get in the way. I know that life IRL takes precedence over Twitch there. Tried a really weird processing software the other day called StarTool. It was weird. Oh? Do you have a link to this there? Alienware seems appropriate for a Canuck of the Astro variety. Yeah, it's held up well, but I know there's some things I've tried to do that really pushed it. Really pushed it there, especially because it's still a laptop. There's only so much the processor can do there. You literally picked them as your team over a decade ago just because your thought process was that they surely couldn't get any worse. Oh, well. Australian company, 60 AUD. Interesting. And there's a free trial. All right. I'll have a look at it. It's always kind of cool to see what the other options are there. It's very true to the lines, but they wear it well. It's yeah, you know, I like, for the most part, aside from, you know, loving my Maple Leafs, it's I just like sports in general. I like to see the I enjoy the competition, and you know, I kind of like almost like midway through the game, I'll pick the favorite. Who's the underdog, and probably end up going for them. They reverse the regular processing steps, so it feels like you're doing everything wrong. Oh, really? Is there? I would imagine there's some tutorials on there. It tracks your signal's noise component as you process. The result: cleaner images, more detail. Let me go over this here. Cleaner images, more detail, and the most advanced algorithms of any other post-processing software. Download your free trial today. StarTool 7. Interesting. I will definitely check out. I'll check this out and see how it goes, because we have StarTool. The Lions have been your team for too long. You can't turn back. That's it. Have I looked at in IrfanView for image processing? I have not. I have not there. I've more looked at IrfanView just for looking at the TIFF files, or not the TIFF files, the RAW files. It doesn't take a lot of CPU memory resources. There are a few decent tutorials on how to use it for astrophotography and stacking images. Interesting. I'll check that out, because it is. I mean, for having different ways to process astrophotography images, you know, everybody's going to be comfortable with something else, with certain programs there. And I know there isn't going to be a single one-button, one-click solution for it, but if there's something that we can do to be able to, you know, be not immediately, but happy with the images that we've taken and being able to see the details in an efficient and nice-looking way, it'd be interesting to see how that goes there. Jack is alive! Jack is live! Wait. Jackal! Jackal! It's a jackal! Jackal? Jackal! Jackal! It's a jackal? Jackal! It's a jackal! Jackal is live! What's going on, Jackal? How you doing? Happy Canada Day to you as well. If you were in the market, you'd want a star tool. Be interesting to see how this goes there. Hello again, Teddy. How are you? Watching another Canadian stream. He's got a thing where he's giving donos today to a local friendship center native group. Interesting. It's very kind of him. So it's a stacked image processor though, so you still need a stacker, though they do have the tutorial on using Deep Sky Stacker. I still have a few files on. I should have some files on this computer available to stack and try out there, and maybe compare and contrast against them there, because that would be, again, interesting to see how that'll turn out there. All right, so what I'm going to do with the with the Photoshop image here, it's already saved as the landscape.png, and that is saving to
AstroCanuck. You'll find 1/2 credit for us.
Oh. Hello.
Must be Canada Day.
What's going on, Dave? How are you doing? Sorry that kind of cut off there. How are you doing? Thank you very much for the 50 bits. Good to see you in here. So this the panoramic image is what's going to go into Stellarium, so that we can plunk this into our files there. I want to save it as a PNG. Oh my god, I haven't played Phasmophobia in so long. I've just seen that on there. So I will update this. Yes, I want to replace it. Save that. That is... So I won't do the fancy schmancy stitching on here at the moment, because I do want to take another image of the back garden without this some of the extra bits in here that won't always be up. So it kind of eliminates some of the distracting bits and pieces on there for now. But I just wanted to be able to have an image today so that you guys can see what the back garden is going to look like, and just what we have available, what we're going to be able to see out there. So like I said, the telescope is going to kind of go in this corner here, because I think that's going to allow for the greatest opportunity to see as much of the night sky. Now, I haven't totally ruled out putting it farther back in the garden, so that maybe there's some other areas, but I think right now this area on the deck is nice and stable. I can kind of secure the scope as well, and that way we're not worried too much about things. So where that file goes, there is I'm going to close Photoshop, because we don't need to worry about that right now. That is all saved. All right. Shut down Photoshop. Don't need to worry about that right now. I have never used Linux. I have always heard that there's more options that you can do with a Linux-based computer. But for some, it's for me, there's that end of program, I guess, doesn't appeal to me that much there. Use it for a year, you're not a moron. No one said that. And it's not that hard to figure out. I'd imagine with a lot of other programs that you're kind of using, it's you put in a bit of time, and you know, you'll be fine with it. Should be all right. So I'm going to open up Stellarium now, and I definitely know that this is an older version. It's 0.17.0, whereas the one I have on the PC is I think it's like 0.21 or something like that. Graftark, good evening. Such Canada, I know, right? So many Canadas. I am in the Canada. Oh, yeah, Stellarium kind of opened up over there. Ooh. Yes, Graftalk had been back here, flew back on the 14th of June, got out of quarantine on the 27th, and here we are. We are back online. You are in the Canada. The Canada is in you. As illustrated by my empty Tim Hortons cup, the Canada flows through me right now. Juan Brazil! Hello there, Juan. How have you been? Good to see you as well. How are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's more of I cut the sides one day and didn't have time to finish the top. And then it just kind of kept going. So I don't know what is happening with it right now. I wanted to kind of cut my hair before the stream, but after coming back from camping, there wasn't as much time as possible there. You got to run? No worries, Kelvin. You got to write some reports and talk to a PhD student. Welcome back, and we'll see you around. Thank you very much, Kelvin. Good to see you as well. And I had seen you on a couple of times, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get over to your stream there. But guys, if you want to check out Kelvin Ex Machina, doing some interesting and fun streams on his channel there. Check him out when you can. But thank you very much for stopping by. Juan, I'm doing well. Doing really good. Like I said, we're waiting for our ship to arrive. But which is holding our scope. But you know, once that all arrives, we'll kind of get back to our normal swing of things. But for today, it is you know, we're slipping back into the schedule here, and you know, building up what the stream is going to be. There's going to be some changes to the overall background, but I want to at least have something rather than like a blank blue wall. So kind of sharing just some of the things that make me with some Legos, some hockey figures in there, and we got our astronomy books that will grow a little more once more boxes are opened up. You have to ask, what musical instrument do you play? I played guitar, and it probably hasn't been tuned for about 10 years. I saw it down the basement. So I saw it down there. So who knows? Maybe it might get picked up again. I never felt that it was like that great. I had fun with it, but it's just it's been a while. It has been a while since I picked up the guitar. All right, Alistair, you can hit the road for now. Glad to move on well. Looking forward to seeing some Canadian stars. Well, Alistair, as always, thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you. We look forward to seeing you on the next stream there. And yeah, we will hopefully take some new views of the night sky. And let's see if we can get Stellarium back up and running here. Oh, there we go. All right, how's this? All right, we still have our old view of the old house. Oh, hello, old house. Oh, my goodness. That seems so far away now. So we have our notes on there. It's in. The reason I asked, it seems playing a lot of musical instruments is a popular thing amongst the Astro community. I mean, it's you kind of get that musical outlet for things. There's a bit of inspiration there. Yeah, like it's played the guitar for quite a while, and really, I never brought it with me. I always thought about grabbing a guitar somewhere, like a charity shop in the UK, but just never seemed to kind of pan out. So I'm not adverse to picking up the guitar again. I have an acoustic and an electric guitar. I don't know if it would be interweaved on things there. Meganora, how's it going? How are you? Good to see you as well. How have you been? Left. All right, CJ, need to bed? No worries. Good to see you. Good to see you, as always. Stay awesome yourself. We look forward to seeing you on the next one there. Marabou, hello. How are you doing? Did you know Brian May, the guitarist from Queen, is an astrophysicist and co-founder of Asteroid Day? You just learned this. I am a huge fan of Brian May, and yeah, knowing that he, looking at the guitarist from Queen is an astrophysicist, it's just something like you almost wouldn't expect it. Yet it's not uncommon for things like that to kind of pop up there. So yeah, it's I'll always love following his work, and always like Queen's greatest hits was the first CD that I bought. That burgundy cover, the burgundy and gold cover was that was the first CD that I ever bought, and like if you could wear out a CD, I would have worn that thing out for sure. You can play Space Oddity with Chris Hadisfield's YouTube video. Last time I was playing guitar, I was really just looking up tabs on different websites there. Never ventured into YouTube for kind of picking up different songs there. So it has been that long that I was printing out tabs on paper and playing off of that. So it's been been a long time with that. So who knows? I cannot rule. I'll definitely pick up the guitar again. Whether or not I'm comfortable or confident enough to bring it out here, we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Megan, are you doing all right? All things considered, how's this new space coming? It's coming along. This is what we're dealing with right now. It's a bit of a makeshift streaming room. It's the kind of the old office, and just happy to be streaming again. I missed you guys, missed doing this, and there was a few opportunities I was kind of hoping to stream, maybe even one last time from the UK, but that definitely did not pan out. But I'm happy to be back on here, and like I said, we'll figure out. Like tomorrow is a maybe, Saturday evening is a definite. We will kind of look at some of the images I took while camping the other day, and see if we can kind of pull out some more detail. I was in a Bortle 3 area, if not 2, and it was cloudy, but there was still a good amount of stars I could see. And then there was a freak rainstorm, and that was it. So we'll see how that goes. In the days of Tab Crawler, I know, right? It was so many songs that were just like I cannot read music, can't read like sheet music, but it's all just the tabs or just by ear. At one point I could read sheet music, and that was more like when I was in band back in high school with a tuba. That didn't catch on. That did not stay with me there. Yeah, Marabou, good to see that you're doing well. Let's see if we can get our back garden here, our backyard to show up here. Plug in. We want the sun field of view. It's where we can choose our background. There's like 2 options on here. No, that's not it. That's the old location. You miss playing guitar. You miss being in a band. Then again, you don't, because the gigs would come between you and the night sky. This is true. There are some things I'm like, oh, I miss doing that, and yeah, definitely, it all takes place at night. You know, I would imagine once I can get back into hockey, that's going to change things a little bit there. Unless there's like some more afternoon games I can get into there. How do you insert 2 panels into Stellarium to equal a full 360 view, or can you? It will. Stellarium will stitch it. Will kind of stitch it together itself there. This again was the old backyard where I just haphazardly threw things in there and never went back to. There we go. Install a new landscape from a zip archive. What? Right, I want to the custom landscape. So I thought saving it as the other one there. True Vision, Tony, how you doing? How are you? Good to see you as well. Glad to be back on Twitch. Missed hanging out with you guys. Missed the conversations. I know I tried to pop in on certain streams every now and then, but it's just getting back into the flow, back into the swing of things. It's still going to take a little bit of time there. No, it's where was it? Hang on, I'm going to hit a button here. All right, let's do this. I'll save it as a zip file. Marabou, the book looks good. Thank you. Appreciate that. You hope to read it one day. Well, I appreciate the compliment there. It was a book that we worked very hard on, and you know, the more people that'll read it, we appreciate it very much. Yeah, I enjoyed illustrating it. my friend Jamie, who has read the book here live on stream, actually on the last stream from the UK. He did a reading of the book there. You're playing some poker tonight, so you're lurking. Want to say hi? No worries, no worries. Go all in, first hand. The telescope will come in about maybe, let's say, 10 days. Right now, our ship is right here, currently between England and Ireland. So we're just waiting for that to make its way across the Atlantic, and then we will soon be reunited with our telescope equipment there, with everything intact. Everything intact. So what I'll do, I'm going to save. Go back to my desktop here. And let's see. I'll let you know if this works. It's because I'm going to save this as a. Just going to compress it into a zip file. All right, let's see. Across the, it should. They were originally they were saying from port to port would have been about 2.5 weeks. So original departure from Liverpool was meant to be the 26th of June, and the 7th of July it would be in Montreal, and then the 9th of July it would be in Toronto. So not too long. That was the original quoted time. It almost varies day to day, which is a little frustrating. But they kind of give you a rough estimate. So if it left Liverpool yesterday, then I would imagine, let's say maybe the 10th or 11th, it might be in Montreal. So in about a week and a half, should have it back in there. All right, let's see if this works. I have saved it as a zip file. Error. No landscape was installed. Selected. Oh, it's been so long. Let's see. What I was kind of hoping was that I would have saved the. Appreciate the link there, quickly. Was that the saving the file, overwriting the file that I had saved would have just kind of plunked it in there, which it did not. So, which one am I missing there? Alright, so I have to go back into the INI file. Captain Canada! Hello there! Happy Canada Day to you as well. How are you doing today here? Captain Canada? How are you? Good to see you in here. Doing well, doing well. We are currently looking at the process of moving our back garden here in Stellarium, so that we can actually take a look at where things are going to be in the night sky. This is our old view of our house, of our back garden in the east of England, which is no longer where we're situated now. We've crossed the Atlantic. We're in a new back garden. So I think we zoom in. Actually, wait. If we close, let's close Stellarium here. And that way we can, when we're going to be looking at the night sky, we'll actually see what we can see, what's going to be available to us, and there's still the period of growth. This is our first stream back since the end of May, and here we are now in Canada, unapologetically, and it is. Yeah, it's good to be back on Twitch. Good to be back streaming again. It's I've missed it. I've missed hanging out with you guys. I missed just rambling on about astrophotography and about astronomy. And there's, like I said, a bit of a transition period, a little bit of some new things to look out for, and just a lot of cool stuff that we're going to be able to do and want to do on the future streams. So really, until our cargo ship arrives, which is just left England, and it's probably gonna be about another week and a half until it's in the port of Montreal. And we'll get the scope set up. We'll do a setup stream, and we'll see if maybe even hopefully before then, if we can get a solar scope sorted out there, then we start doing some daytime streams rather than waiting for the sun to set and just cursing its brightness. How much it just blocks out so much of the night sky. We'll embrace it. We'll look directly into the sun, which everybody tells you not to do. So I'm in the Greater Toronto area, and my sky conditions aren't the best for light pollution. I'm in from the Bortle scale of 1 to 9. I'm in an 8, with 9 being the worst, 1 being the absolute best. There are a few people who pop in on chat who do live in a Bortle 1 area. And they like to flaunt that. They like to tease us about it. But I was in a lower light pollution area just a couple of days ago, or actually just last night, essentially. And it was amazing. Just the brief little breaks in the clouds was able to see some really interesting images there. You're just waiting for this thunderstorm to get rolling in there. See, I thought that we were going to be in for a bit of a thunderstorm. I thought I heard thunder, but I'm not in the right area at the moment. Like my forecast. Pardon me. We have a small percentage of rain right now until like in the early hours. Thunder just started cracking there. So this is what we're looking at for the sky conditions right now. So if we had the scope, then I would say that Friday night, well, maybe Friday, but definitely Sunday would be a good time to do some imaging there. And The darker parts are going to indicate that's the astronomical dark. That's where we want to be imaging in that time there, because we're going to have no impact on the night sky from the sun, and it's going to be as dark as possible. In the nautical dark, in the dark blue sections, you can kind of start to get away with doing some imaging there, but even that's kind of maybe good for framing things up and making sure your target is where you want it to be. But we'll keep an eye on that. It's I'm sure that the skies are going to be nice and clear when the full moon is occurring. You know, forget the clear skies on a new moon. No, where all of our equipment is going to arrive, and when the skies are clear, it's going to be a full moon. So right now we're just waiting for our ship to make it from over here or over there to over here. That's what we're looking forward to there. But until then, we are talking about astrophotography, talking about the future, talking about what we want to be doing on this channel. And I know there's a little bit of beard ASMR going on there, and I do apologize for that. I have but one microphone at the moment, while the other one is on the cargo ship. So I have at least enough of a setup that I can get things going there, so we can kind of return with the streams and kind of continue on with everything going on here. And yeah, I want to save our image here. There we go. That's what it is. Find the landscapes folder. Okay, I think that's what I found. What the issue was here. We want to find the where's our Stellarium folder? Landscapes, custom. Aha. Aha. All right. So I saved everything to the desktop. It needs to go in here. The file needs to go in this one. So let's bring up my desktop folder here. Put that in there, replace that. And I will need to adjust my longitude and latitude. The sky's like yellow here. As long as as long as it's not going green. As long as it doesn't start turning that that tinge of green, we're going to be all right. All right, so with the and we need to do a little bit of an adjustment on the back garden there to kind of fix up this. See, because there are programs you can use on the phone that are going to do a nice seamless panoramic view. We can avoid this. However, for the meantime, what we're looking for is just to be able to see what's going to be available to us. Now, I need to adjust my my location data. So I'm going to move that over here, come back on this side here, and adjust my location for now, so I don't completely dox myself. All right. So I have, let's see. Let's turn off the atmosphere. I am not in the right rotation. I need Polaris to be over here. So this little bit right here, what I want to be able to do, I got to go back out and I got to take a picture of the back garden during like a nice clear blue sky, so I can better remove some of these bits out here. You know, it's transparent enough, but we want to be able to see as much as we can behind here. So I just need to adjust. This is the thing that we got to fix the rotation. See, here's Polaris. I need Polaris to be over here. So really, I just need to adjust where the rotation of this image is, and that kind of comes in the detail. So what I did for this was I had the file cut out, and this was the key step that I was missing, because I was using the so in the program files. Let me move this over here. So we'd cut out our image within Photoshop, kind of crudely at the moment. But in your Windows C program files, you go into Stellarium, and there's your landscape folders, and then custom. And it is putting your PNG image that we've worked on previously in Photoshop. There is the configuration settings, which are also available on. In fact, I'm going to drop this link as well, because this is a very helpful one from the Sky at Night magazine. That also Quigley's dropped over to me because I was missing that one key step. Because I did that, I changed that file like so long ago, and you know, if you don't do this every day, what I want to do is actually I'll probably even put together another a nice concise video on doing this, on doing the editing for your back garden in Stellarium, and just kind of go up with just a little bit of a different approach of what I've tried to do. And really, I think taking a picture on a nice clear blue day is going to help with the contrast of cutting out that image a lot better and a lot quicker as well. We don't want to take too much time doing that. Uncle Bill, hello there. Good to see you, sir. How have you been? How have things been going with you? So this is our rough view from the back garden, what we can expect. What we can expect to see, what kind of bits we got blocking our view there. Now this isn't completely accurate at the moment because Polaris is sitting a little too far to the west right now, so we want to bring that around, and that's done when you edit the this information in here for your latitude and longitude, and also your the angle rotation there. Oops, sorry. That's the there. That is those are my old coordinates there, back in England. So I'm going to actually, if I do that should be the one that's open. Now let's rotate. Let's go. I don't know how much. Let's go. I don't think this updates without. Let's see if just turning it off and on will adjust that there. No, no, it doesn't. We have to actually shut down Stellarium. Same as everybody else, beat by the heat. It has been, it still is pretty warm out. Mrs. Canuck and I went camping the past couple of days. Yesterday wasn't too bad, but the day before was ridiculous. Now I know there's been other people who've had some worse time off with the heat at the moment there, and I know our friends out in BC have been absolutely roasting, and hopefully there's going to be they'll get some reprieve from all that from all the heat there. Those record-breaking numbers, which hopefully are going to dwindle out pretty soon there. But yeah, it's nice to kind of have a little bit of cooler weather, and if you got a storm kind of rolling in, you got like I said, a little bit of relief from the heat there. So what you gotta do with, all right, why is my transition doing that? Anyway, with Stellarium is that it looks like I'm in the wrong place. What's going on, Maya? All right. So that moved a tiny bit the wrong direction. Actually, that's no, I need to set a new location here. Why won't it accept that? All right. So there's still a little bit of work that I need to do in Stellarium here, because north is not quite there. I need north to be more that way. So it is a matter of updating this. Actually, I think I would probably have the wrong one open there. Let's see. Wrong window. All right. I think what I gotta do is I gotta punch in the details for where I'm at. But yeah, it's okay. It's not as painful as I'm making it out to be right now. It's more of kind of just getting your image, your 360 image taken in your back garden there. I'm going, like I said, I'm going to place those that link to the Sky at Night's quick instructions on there, and it's fairly easy to follow. In fact, so much that actually it was just that one little bit of placement of where the file was that I was just kind of missing out on. I was just saving. I thought I had everything calling from the desktop, but that's just where I had it set before there. So that's what I was looking at, and yeah, it's not too bad. But I should be able to quickly punch in those numbers over here. Let's go to my location. number, and number. With number, and oh. Get those numbers in there, and all right, save that. Yep. Okay, so there's a little bit more that I have to do in there. And really this was something I thought was going to be not so much, quick and painless. This turned out to be slow and painful. But what we're going to do is put put our information. Let's do that again. Why is it not wanting to work? All right, so it's not doing exactly what I wanted to do. Still, it's not letting me save the file as the INI. Why is it not doing that? I am wondering, is it because I don't have the latest version? Is it just being picky for me at the moment? Let's see there. Because let's see. Yeah, I keep saying the admin, but I'm admin. Alright, let's try this one more time. All right. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to look at the solution to this offline. Because me staring at the screen like this isn't exactly what we want to be doing on here. I'd rather be able to look at what we're doing and why it's not going to, why it doesn't want to work for us. That's it's probably a very quick fix. That's just not, it's not twigging for me right now. Drink Train, hello there, how you doing? Welcome on in. Good to see you. How are you doing today? We are currently fighting with Stellarium right now. Trying to get the program to bow to our will and accept that I am an admin on this program here. Pretty solid. Yeah, good luck. Exactly. Computers don't want to listen. What we're hoping to do is get a good look at what we're able to see in the night sky here once the telescope is all set up there. But for now, what I almost might need to, I think I'm gonna have to do is find update Stellarium, so we have the latest version on here anyway, because otherwise we're just not looking at the at the proper location of what we're hoping to see here. So once when the sun goes down, we want to be able to see exactly what it is available in the night sky. Nori Kitty! What's going on, Nori Kitty? Kazuwari, hello there. How are you? How have you been? What's going on there? Bright Jess, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome into the observatory. How's it going? Mojo! Mojo, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub for 7 months. Awesome, dude. Good to see you. I've missed you too, Kazuwari. I've missed you too. You were stalking me. Well, that's just delightful. Hello, I was told you're awesome and to follow, so I did. Whoever provided you with that information there, Bright Jess, they are not wrong. Nori Kitty, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Bright Jess. Appreciate that very much. And the Kazuwari. Nori, thank you very much. You are incredible. You are incredible, sir. How was the stream? No gifts up to that fake fan of Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo's the real deal. There you go, guys. If you are checking out Nori Kitty, go follow this adorable little ball of fluff. It is hilarious times on his stream. Check him out when you can. Mojo, how have you been? Donnie, good to see you in here. How have you been? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to be back here in Canada. Good to be back here on Twitch as well. The printer is a lie. It is. Right there will be the printer. You can't print from a box of cereal, but the printer will be situated over here. That will be where we will see it next. Currently, where is the printer? The printer is over here, in between England and Ireland. This is where our printer is. So this is what we're waiting on to bring in the telescope, bring in the printer, bring in like everything else that is integral to what we do here. Usually we're going to be taking images of the night sky. This is kind of the almost accurate view from the back garden here in Canada, in the Greater Toronto area. So we'll have a fairly decent view out to the that's not the north, out towards the west, nice and tall up towards the zenith, and maybe with a bit of pruning, we'll get our views to the east back there. But we'll experiment with some placements of the telescope, and pardon me, we'll have a look at some other interesting areas of the night sky. Oh, we don't have that OnlyFans set up yet. Yet. There we go. Some of the images that we'll be able to see on the channel. We do a lot of single exposure images, and there's no shortage of some wonderful views of the night sky. And these are single shots. We aren't stacking these images. We aren't doing a lot of processing. We're just taking a single image at some very interesting objects in the night sky, and hopefully they're going to turn out really well. And hopefully we have some access to some new targets as well that are going to be coming out here for us. This is a shot where I'm in the way here. It turned me off for a second. This was the Eastern Veil Nebula. Sorry, the Western Veil Nebula. The International Space Station blew through, and which left this bright line. And we thought it might have been one of a line of Starlink satellites, but it was the International Space Station. We were very happy to actually to see that kind of pop through there. Just telling your husband about this. He might come in sometime. Loves this stuff too. Awesome. Excellent. It's it's easygoing times on here. This is one of my other favorite images of the Orion Nebula. Again, a single 10-minute exposure, but because this area of the night sky is so bright, we're able to capture a lot of details on here. But yeah, definitely. If he does pop in, let him know to say who he's partnered with on there, so we can see the power couples show up here on stream. But it's always good. Stephen may not realize is a fake fan, not watching you enough. We need more people to check out Nori Kitty, because it is just wonderful times on there. So one more. This is how much I love you. I will spell out your name, because if I just do the @ it doesn't show up right. It'll just shout me out. But I appreciate you guys coming in tonight. You're playing GeoGuessr tomorrow. Same time. Like I said, I may or may not be streaming tomorrow. So that's just going to depend on what life is doing on the is doing for us at the moment. Everything's New Zealand. Everything is New Zealand in GeoGuessr. That's it. I like GeoGuessr. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I know exactly my geography, and other times like, I have no freaking clue. I have no clue where anything is. It's somewhere. It's just New Zealand. That's it. Just pick New Zealand. You'll be fine. Yeah, so there is just one little hiccup that I want to figure out with Stellarium to make sure my location is correct. Because quite honestly, it has been actually a long time since I have video and mic lagging. Is it still lagging loads now? Are we unload the lags, unlag the loads? I think we're working okay now. About 1 to 2 seconds out. That is probably because the computer is not liking Stellarium being open. So if I don't move my lips at all and just try to talk like a ventriloquist, then there really isn't anything out of sync. So that's okay. I am not a trained ventriloquist, so this is really just me trying to do as much as I can without saying anything with a letter that will make me move my lips. So if it's not out of sync, you'll never know. Need to quote me on that back. Yes, I know. I got to get that. I have the Leorn board. I have the Leorn board commands. They're back in there. I have recovered that all. But I need to do a little bit of work in here. Oh, you're annoying for an hour. Oh my god, that was fun. That was completely unintentional of just not paying attention to a setup. I will hopefully get that back in the next couple of streams. Maybe Saturday I'll get a couple more back in there. Like I said, tomorrow might be a stream. And Saturday will be... I'll take a look at... Let's see if I can actually pull these images up kind of quick at the moment. Where's some of the images I shot last night? There we go. Let's go over here for a second. Maybe it's the old Stinger that's causing some lag. But this is a couple of the images from last night. And it was just some really, low light pollution, but a lot of clouds were rolling in. But even this was maybe a 25 second shot. Yeah, there's a little bit of movement in the stars, but there was just so many that were showing up without any real gradient. There was the clouds, but it was just such a nice clear sky behind those clouds without any light pollution. So, but it wasn't until we were looking at. I was looking towards Vega, So in the Lyra constellation. And we're even able to get a tiny little peek at the... Actually, I don't know if the Ring Nebula showed up in that one there. But yeah, we were starting to get some good views of the stars, but it just wasn't. The camera lens started to fog up last night. But what I'll try to do is maybe pick out, hopefully, a few of these images that turned out not too bad. Try to stack them up and see if we can get any kind of detail to kind of pop out of there. We'll see. There's very few and far between there. Cooldowns are bad. Sometimes they're bad. We don't want something to be too annoying. We don't want anything to be ridiculously annoying on there. But yeah, there's some shots from last night. And actually what I thought was kind of cool, there were some images, I'll have to look through there, where I actually captured some lightning bugs, which I hadn't seen for quite a while. So it was really cool to see them flashing their little behinds all around there. But this was looking out towards the Cygnus constellation. But there was still enough clouds, it just wasn't having it. And unfortunately the clouds rolled in, and it just the dew point was way too low, and the lens fogged up shortly thereafter. And I didn't have a dew heater with me. It was really just the offshoot chance that I was going to be able to do some imaging last night. The night before was a complete write-off. It was just again, all the clouds. So the short little window that I had just to try to get some images there. We did see Mars, and see if actually if that image did come out there, because it was very low on the horizon, but it was Mars was incredibly bright. I don't know if we completely captured it there. The camera shook a little bit there. Actually, I guess a lot of it. But that was the view of Mars, and with the sun not even, the camera is not there; it's over there. Yeah, with the sun not even set, Mars was just so incredibly bright, and it was just a tiny little window that we had to be able to capture it there. But hopefully I'll get a little more time with this camera, and it was a much larger sensor, and the pixel scale was even larger. So we try to pull out a little more detail. But we'll put those images together on Saturday just to see if there's anything that we can see there that might be able to get a little bit of information for us. So for Saturday's stream, we'll see about what time we're going to start. Possibly maybe 6 or 7 p.m. No, I'm no longer in Greenwich Mean Time. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. I am in Toronto. I am the Canada now. And I'm probably going to forget which time zone I'm in for a while. GMT for the win. It's just so easy because everything revolves around Greenwich Mean Time. We were the center of time for quite a while, and now I'm in the past. Norikita, you got to send me the lottery numbers, and we will split the winnings in even 70-30. Time is non-existent to you now. You're Kazuar. You're living in all time zones now. You are You are the nexus of time. So what I'm hoping to do for future streams, what we should be able to do, is try to get outdoors a little more, and we'll after being out yesterday and the day before, just the opportunity that might be there for doing a remote stream. There are a few more bits of logistics that I'll have to kind of work out, but I mean, what I won't be adverse to is doing an outdoor stream here. It's going to take a bit of time, but that's kind of like it's not like a month. This really won't be like the monthly goal. It's just kind of an ongoing goal that we have. But if we do an outdoor stream, it'll be kind of interesting. Hopefully the weather would need to be almost within like a day or two's notice of being able to do the outdoor stream, because the weather, it's still going to change. Like even last night where we were, there wasn't any call for rain, or thunderstorms or anything like that, and just basically out of nowhere we had the storm roll in. Heavy rain for like maybe an hour, and then it just gone. But everything was drenched and flooded. So we'll see how things go there. We'll play it a little bit by ear. We are going to structure things a little more to a degree, because like I said, at this point right now, I am doing full-time content creation, and between this and Etsy and YouTube, we're going to try to make it work. We're going to see how it goes. I mean, we'll give it a bit of a fair shake, but at the same time, I still like to have a steady paycheck kind of coming through from work as a graphic designer. But at the same time, I still want to explore what we can do here on Twitch, what we can do on some other channels related to astronomy. And we'll build things up as they go. This will change a little bit as well. Like I said, I was kind of just getting this all set up to be a little bit more of a reflection of me, and not knowing where the next little bout of inspiration is going to come from, because obviously the way what I was hoping adding my back garden into Stellarium would be a little more of a seamless process. It wasn't so seamless, so I think that almost warrants a little bit of a more concise and accurate look, because it just seemed a little longer, a little haphazard for what I was hoping for tonight. But we'll reintroduce some of the channel point rewards. I'll have a couple of new ones set up, and some a little more geographically centric. And I have another book that is astronomy based. That is some kind of like quick fire little facts that are in there. That'll be channel point and bit based, just to shake things up a bit there. But really, it's been a wonderful evening with you guys, and happy to see a good portion of our European viewers who have been and supporters who are coming on the stream there. And being in a new time zone, it's going to be, again, still a little bit more of an adjustment period. Like even for me following other streams, there's been some adjustments on there, because it's just the just the nature of life. It's kind of it's dynamic, and that's what we're gonna have to kind of roll with right now, because before I was not so much that I was like free to do whatever, but it was more of a little bit of freedom. But it's also good to be back with family and friends, and being back with you guys. It's been a long 4 weeks, but we're back again. Here we are. So again, keep watching the Discord channel. I'll put updates out on Twitch. Not Twitch. This is Twitch. On Twitter. and when the next stream is going to be. Like I said, tomorrow night is a probably, and Saturday night is a definitely. But that'll be Saturday. Will probably be starting at about 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When we'll return to our rainy day astronomy, and who knows if we have maybe if I can maybe get a camera set up. We'll see what we can do. Quigless, thank you very much for joining in. Glad to see you. Thank you very much for the link that I'll post in our Discord, but I'll also kind of do a little bit of a refinement on there. Sam Shung, good to see you. Mojo Jojo, good to be back with family. You guys are the Twitch family that I love very much. And it's good to be back with the physical family, the digital family. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some clear skies soon enough. And we'll enjoy our time here and have a good time doing it. What we're going to do, we're going to send you guys over to a member of the Knowledge Fellowship. I want to send you guys over to Paleontologizing, who's doing his Thursday dinosaur stream. And that's Sam Shun. Thank you very much. I need to add that over to a nod to the Knowledge Fellowship, because I have been inducted into the Knowledge Fellowship as well as I am a member, and it's a wonderful group to be a part of there. So I'm going to send you guys over to Danny, and there are our raid messages. Got you covered on both facets there. But I will see you guys very soon over there. I think looking back, I don't know if I even have my outro screen set up. Let's see. Do I have it ending? No, I don't. Well, I don't have an ending screen, so I'm just going to sign off from here. Inducted makes it sound like secret rituals were involved. Maybe. I'm happy to be a part of the Knowledge Fellowship. Uncle Bill, you guys are absolutely incredible with what you guys are doing. I'm going to send you guys over to Paleontologizing, where hopefully you have a good fun with Danny. Ask him all the questions you want, and we will see you guys very soon. Live from Canada. I have been Tom. I am the AstroCanuck. I'm not here to change the world. I'm here to share the universe. We will see you very soon. Have a very good evening, and take care. There's no outro screen. The stars. Whoop.
This is one of my dinosaurs. This is a dinosaur. Oh, and holy cow! AstroCanuck, thank you for the raid. Hey, welcome raiders. Bright Jess, how are you doing? Yeah, AstroCanuck, how you doing? Happy Canada Day to you, by the way. Yeah, Sam Shung, Kazuwari. How you doing, everybody? Thanks for being here. Let me introduce myself real quick to any new viewers. My name is Danny Anduza, and I'm a dinosaur paleontologist. Streaming to you from my office in Oakland. That's a juvenile Tyrannosaurus skeleton behind me. I just finished putting the skull on that and a few other pieces today, so it's all done. I'm pretty happy about it, yeah. So, that's a 3D print, by the way. It's not a real fossil. Bright Jess, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Paleontologizing. As we always say here on Paleontologizing, if it is